Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 12 and has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. I'm like slap happy, I think, today. Owen had a pretty good day. He had a few little things here and there, but overall it was a good day for him. He had several of his therapies and everything, so it's nice when he has a good day on those days. He loves going to his therapy, so I always hope that they're really good days for him. And today he was able to do his therapy and mostly was able to enjoy it and do the actual exercises. So that made this mama happy for him. He's been, for the last, give or take 6 months, he started kind of twirling his hair, and it was comforting to him, so it wasn't so much of a concern for me because it's cute. And he was, like I said, just kind of bringing a comfort for him, and it was like a stemming motion to what he was doing, so I was all for it, and technically still am in the grand scheme of life, but he started making a hole, like a bald spot in his hair, and so now we're trying to kind of redirect that energy and see what we can do, and his teacher's going to help and look at doing some like different types of fidget exercises or toys and things like that. And he also he does many other types of like stemming motions, trying to like get through an emotion or a moment, and they help, but like I said, it's one of those things where I don't want them to hurt or to cause other things like losing his hair or something like that. So I'm gonna try to get his hair cut shorter to see if that helps, because his hair grows fast, and then he's loving the twirling of it, and so all kinds of different emotions and ways of dealing with things. So hopefully we can kind of work on that and see what else we can kind of come up with. But otherwise, he's been doing really good with different things that he's school and different coordination things and connections. They're all starting to kind of come together. So that is a great thing for him, and being able to kind of look at things in different ways is very helpful. So I'd fallen asleep and now I would not by any means say I'm wide awake, but I'm like, okay, so I didn't mean to fall asleep. I was just gonna sit there for a little while, and then I kept sitting there, and finally I was like, oh, I guess I'm gonna sleep now. And that is what happened. So here we are. I gotta sneeze. But I have my last chemo infusion on Thursday before I have my surgery in December. So they have to wait about 4 to 6 weeks after your last chemo, or that's how my doctor does it. Talk to me about it, I'm not sure. But so I'll have my chemo in December, and then after that I get my follow-up appointment in 2 weeks after that, so December 23rd, I think it is. And then I think that's when they'll tell me. I might have to have another appointment after it as well, I'm not sure, but that's when they'll tell me if I'm doing more chemo or just radiation or both, combination, something like that. So I'll know more in the next month what the next stage is, but I'm glad that we're getting closer to the end of all the steps. And I am fully in it to win it. My doctor said early on that she was gonna cure me from this, and I know that God is walking with me through all of it, and so I'm just doing what I can do. And people will ask me, and it's not a wrong question, it's just not one that I can connect with, what stage of cancer I'm at, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't ask. I don't want to know, because that's just a number that I would then have to have in my mind, is that I'm supposed to win against, or I'm supposed to do something against. And that's not what I want to focus on. I don't want to focus on something that I have absolutely no control over, or nothing that I can do about it. And so I just want to be able to say, okay, here I am. Cancer be gone. So that's kind of where my mindset is. And like I said, if that's what somebody needs to get through the process, is to know numbers and know things, that's their choice, that's their thing. But for me, that was just too difficult to keep focused on and keep thinking about. And I didn't want to have that as the thing that I was dealing with alongside of everything else. So for me, it was just not something I could handle. Not something I could deal with. But in a few weeks, I'm excited because I'm going to be doing a comedy versus cancer with some of the comedians around the area, and it's going to benefit. We're going to take donations for the cancer center, the boutique. I had my head shaved when I started becoming a Christmas tree and losing all my hair. So I decided to go ahead and have my head shaved, and that really helped me through the process and everything. So I'm excited about the comedy show, because that just is something that I love doing, is comedy, and for us to be able to raise money for the place that kind of helped me with everything makes me very happy. So we're getting there. I decided when I was like putting all the colors on my palette thing, I just looked at everything and I was like, okay, we're just gonna do a whole different kind of color combination. And so here we are with a whole different kind of color combination. And just wanted some of these different kind of colors. And I don't want to say it's like tropical, because it's not completely tropical, but just something different. Something a little bit like, I don't know. I don't know. But we're filling in the gaps now. Sometimes I like to leave them a little more open, and then sometimes I like to see what comes out with as I do it. So I think we're gonna have some different colors here. It's weird how like I can be bopping along. I've had some really great days on this one. They've given me the full dosage, the like stronger dose, and I'll randomly, I'm just sitting here getting like, oh, my stomach's not very happy. I'll randomly kind of get sick, or something just doesn't sit right or whatever, and like I don't know why that happens, but it randomly it does, and it's interesting to see what happens, how my body does all this. But this has actually been my best one yet through everything, so I'm happy about that. Sometimes when I'm doing this, it's like I got it all in there, and then I do another combination, and it changes what's happening and what it looks like at that point. So I have to then go back in and decide what I want, where I want, how I want. So, and that's kind of what's happening right now, is things are doing something different. So I'm just kind of filling in the blanks. Filling in the blanks. But we're about there. About there. So tomorrow Owen has off, and so I'm not sure what's going to take place. He was saying he didn't want to go anywhere, so we'll see how that plays out for our day. He keeps hoping that he'll get to see his friend, but we can't seem to do things. The parents are busy or different things, so I'm hoping at some point that he gets to see his friend, because he won't, I think he will be, since Owen has autism, they have an autism classroom, and they keep them together for at least, generally it's 3 years in the schools that Owen's at. And so I'm pretty sure his friend will be at Owen's school next year, because they were together last year. And so I keep hoping that his friend that we'll get together before then. But if not, he should have him in his classroom next year. And to say that Owen can't wait is definitely an understatement. This other kid he's his friend. He's his best friend, he tells me. He wants him to go to church. He wants him to do everything with him. And it's hard to, it's just sad because I want him to be able to spend time with him, but we can't seem to get together. So truly hoping that it'll work out at one point, but can't work through it right now. So I just have to try to explain the best I can to Owen that we can't go see him. But again, that kind of is hard. So okay, we're gonna do O for Owen, and then L, and V. And I feel like I needed something in there. But then that makes me need to do just kind of a in there, out there. And I feel like I need one more something. Every time I look, I feel like I'm missing something, or it didn't, like I just need one more. When things are too even in the, like, it's almost not, I don't know, it just doesn't translate to me. So okie dokie. Well, I think I'm done. Okay. So thanks so much for watching and being a part of our day. Toodles toodles.